is Grace. Welcome to another video. Happy holidays. It's almost the new year. Fun fact about filming today, I'm currently wearing starry pajamas, but I'm not going to show you them. I'm in the holiday spirit right now. I really want to, open some presents even though it's not Christmas yet. I celebrate Christmas. If you guys celebrate Christmas, tell me what's on your Christmas list, what your favorite Christmas song is, or what your favorite Christmas read is right now. And if you don't, happy holidays to you. Happy New Year. Tell me what you want in the new year. Reading challenges? Oh my god. Guys, a bunch of books from my top shelf just fell to the ground, and I wish you could see the aftermath right now. I just really wish you could. BookOutlet kindly provided me with a gift card to shop on their site with. I am so excited to show you all the books that I got. Oh my god! Look at this box, guys. It's huge! Ridiculously low prices. That means you can get a lot of books for a very, very small amount of money. Normally you spend like $100 on like 5 books. You spend $100 here and you can get like 20. Oh my god, did I seriously forget scissors? This is the saddest day of my life. Legit sweating. My legs are shaking. Let's get started. I'm so excited. This is actually Christmas and it's not even Christmas yet. The first book I have is Anna Dressed in Blood by Kundera Blake, and Kundera Blake actually lives really close to me. It's pretty awesome. She is from the Seattle area. I'm from the Seattle area. We both were on this Comic-Con panel together, and it was so awesome. She's also author of Three Dark Crowns. Have you heard of that? Honestly, she's so friendly. All the praise, and I haven't read any of her books yet, and I don't own any of her books yet. Well, now I do own one of her books, and it's the perfect opportunity to, just to get to know her better. Next up, I have a book that I've been trying to get a hold of for like whoever knows how long. I borrowed it from the library I think 4 times. I borrowed the audiobook like 6 times. I've just tried to read, oh my god, I just showed it to you. I've just tried to read this book so many times, and so I finally have it in my hands, and it's Scarlet by Marissa Meyer. Marissa Meyer also lives in the Seattle area, and I did a video with her too, actually, in May, I want to say, so if you want to check it out, it'll be linked down below. And so if you have not read any of Marissa Meyer's books yet, I would highly recommend it. We just have a pattern here going, because the next book is Nil Unlocked by Lin Katsu. I met Lin Matson, I think, 2 or 3 years ago when I still lived in Chicago. I think I really learned a lot talking to her about like her inspiration for this book, and she's just a lovely human being. Nil Unlocked is the second book in this Nil series trilogy. I'm not sure if it's a trilogy or series. It's basically about where there are these portals, I guess, around the world, and if you get caught into them, then you get sent to this island called Nil, and you have a year to escape and find a portal back to the human world, otherwise you die. That's scary. It is a little insta-lovey because, relationships only have under a year to develop. I really did enjoy the first book. It gave me like a new perspective on how you should cherish your time and how you should value the people that you're with when you're with them in the moment. Next up, I have The Fate of 10 by Pittacus Lore, which is the 6th book in the Lorien Legacies. I've read the first 4 books in the Lorien Legacies. I have not read the 5th and 6th yet. Not gonna lie, I also read these books because I have a giant crush on Alex Pettyfer, who plays the main character in the movies. They haven't made any other I Am Number 4 movies. It's just the fact that when I'm reading these, I feel like I have a connection to 4. Damn, Alex Pettyfer. I don't really remember much from this series, I'm not gonna lie. All I remember is that this planet was evacuated and there were 9 people that went to Earth. There is this other race that hunts down those 9 special people with special powers to totally extinct that race. Next, I have Paper Towns by John Green, which is a book that I have not yet read. I feel like there are lots of mixed feels around John Green books. I personally really enjoyed Looking for Alaska. I sort of enjoyed The Fault in Our Stars. It was a little bit cliche for me, but I felt like Looking for Alaska was more of a unique story. I felt like I'd read cancer stories before The Fault in Our Stars, and so it wasn't as unique to me. Paper Towns, I've seen the movie, and I have not read the book yet, and I feel like it's a crime if you see the movie before you read the book. I don't have time to read as much anymore, so I kind of neglected the rule of that. Next up, I have Every Day by David Levithan. This is a book that I actually listened to off of Audible, and if you're looking for a free book, I would go check out audible.com/LovingtonBooks. I mean, you get a 30-day free trial. Yeah, actually check that out. And also, if you want another free audiobook, there's also another link down there for you if you are an existing Audible member. Basically, every day is about this person. Not even a person, just, I don't even know what to call it. A wakes up in a different body every single day. A lives his or her life as the body that he's in, which is crazy. And he falls in love with this girl, makes so many efforts to be with her. Things get crazy. I thought it was super, super interesting though. Like, how do you live your life when you don't even know who you are? Every day a different body, every day a different life, every day in love with the same girl. And personally, I did not like the love interest, but I mean, I don't think that was as relevant as to the actual story of like character development and growing up. And I also think I made a book review on this but never uploaded it, so tell me in the comments below if you would like a book review. Next up, Ive Yes Please by Amy Poehler. I love Amy Poehler. She is so funny. Just watching anything that she's in just brightens my day, especially when she hosts award shows. That's fantastic. You know, sometimes I just want to laugh, and I feel like this would be like the perfect thing to laugh at. Tell me if you guys have read this. Tell me if this was funny. I really want to know. So next up, I have Wattpad sensation turned New York Times bestseller, After by Anna Todd. This is Harry Styles fan fiction. I don't know if you know this. Harry Styles, you know, from One Direction. Yeah, Anna Todd wrote fan fiction off of him and got over 1 billion reads online. That's crazy. A bunch of Wattpad authors are getting published. A bunch of fan fiction authors are getting published. I mean, look at After by Anna Todd. Look at 50 Shades of Grey by E.L. James. That's crazy stuff. I used to write Wattpad stuff. That was an interesting time in my life. I don't think I'll be returning to doing that. It was a fun time. I'm really interested to see what they mean by expanded and revised, because there's like a level of revision. I don't know how seriously the publisher took it, and so we'll find out soon enough. Next up, I have The Star-Touched Queen by Roshani Chokshi. This book was raved about all last year. What does it take to be the queen of a kingdom when you're only 17? I don't know. I feel like you just wouldn't have a really good understanding of politics and economics and other stuff like that. It's basically about this princess, future ruler of a kingdom, who is cursed with this horoscope that says death. And so she's going to break that curse. And I am obsessed with horoscopes. I don't know if you know about this, but like, I follow all of those horoscopes on Instagram and I stalk them daily, and I'm like, yo, what's gonna happen to me? What's my personality like? Am I actually like this? Like, am I destined to watch like 8 episodes of Game of Thrones every single day? I mean, I don't know. Okay, next up I have The Running Dream by Wendelin Draanen. I heard so many great things about this book like a couple of years ago, and a bunch of my friends read it. I really love inspirational stories because it gets me thinking about my own life. Immersing yourself, especially in inspirational contemporary fiction, will give you a new outlook on life, and I love reading about that. So I feel so inspired when I read stuff like this. And so when I'm just feeling down and I don't want to laugh, I'm gonna read something like this. I'm telling you guys. Next, I have I'll Give You the Sun by Jandy Nelson. And so I have a lot of mixed feelings about this book. I read it like 2 years ago, and when I first tried to read it, I literally thought it was the most terrible book ever written. I was like, oh my god, guys, do you see how this was written? Do you see the grammatical errors that this author had? And then like 6 months later, I tried reading it again, and I was like, wow, this isn't so bad. It's just like a unique writing style, and I ended up really enjoying it. So I guess when I rated it on Goodreads, I averaged out me loving it the second time and me hating it the first time. I mean, you never know, guys. If you hate a book, try reading it after a time later, and you may find yourself enjoying it just like I did this book. Next up, I have Clockwork Angel and Clockwork Prince, both by Cassandra Clare, the first 2 books in the Infernal Devices series. I don't own all of the Cassandra Clare Shadowhunters books, and so I thought I might as well acquire them in their new covers, because I mean, they look kind of cool. They look badass. I love the Infernal Devices. It's like my favorite series ever. It was one of the series that really got me into fantasy and just reading in general a couple years ago, and so I'm very appreciative of this series. I love this series so much. If you really want to start reading fantasy books, I really recommend any book by Cassandra Clare. You might want to try the Mortal Instruments, or you could try the Infernal Devices. I personally read the Infernal Devices before I read the Mortal Instruments, but a lot of people tell you to do like publication order or read the Mortal Instruments first or whatever. My advice is do what you want to do. These books are so good. I highly recommend them. I talk about them all the time on my channel. Whenever someone asks what my favorite book is, I'm like, Clockwork Princess by Cassandra Clare, the 3rd book in the Infernal Devices series. So yeah, I'm crazy about these books and I love them. I don't even know why I don't own them yet, but now I own them. Next up, I have Everything by Nicola Yoon. This came out last year, I think. So it's basically about this girl who's like allergic to the entire world, and then this boy moves in next door and she falls in love with him, I guess, and it's their love story, and oh my gosh, I don't know how I would live if I was in this condition. Kudos to you, girl. Next up, I have All the Bright Places by Jennifer Niven, and this is actually a library binding. I don't know if you guys know this, but library bindings are my absolute favorite things ever because they don't have the dust jacket, but they're hardcover, but they still have, like, you know, the cover on them, and so they're like actually the best things ever. We have Finch and Violet, and both of them are standing off the edge of a ledge of a bell tower one day, and they like basically save each other in this book. Next up, I have Of Metal and Wishes by Sarah Fine. This is about a girl whose wish is granted by this ghost, and it like sends her life into turmoil. I've always really liked folk tales and stuff, and I think this is based off of one. I'm not sure. Correct me if I'm wrong. I have the book in my hand, so I mean, I should be able to check that fact. I'll check that later, but I really love this cover. I love the aesthetic. Like matte right here, and then glossy right here. It really has the effect. So those were all of the Book Outlet box books. Hear this. You know, Book Outlet already has ridiculously cheap and low prices. Like, it's actually ridiculous. You know, they're actually having a Boxing Day sale after Christmas too, which is even crazier. You don't even need a coupon. They just automatically give you discounts. Like,
Merry Christmas, but it's not Christmas anymore.
So the Boxing Day sale starts December 26th and it ends December 29th. And so if you spend $30, you get $10 off. And then if you spend $50 on your order, then you'll get $20 off your order. And if you spend $75, you'll get $30 off. And then if you spend $100, you'll get $45 off. So crazy discounts. Be sure to check out BookOutlet.com. I'm also a vlogger friend, which is super cool. So you can check out my page and see all the books that I've ever bought on the site. Okay, so let's get into these other unboxings now. So the first is the And the Story Begins box.
I don't know which month this is from. I feel so terrible.
I'm gonna open it now. Hey, what's up? Hey, Grace. Hey.
Aww, they're so eco-friendly too.
This is fantastic. So when you subscribe to And the Story Begins, they give you 2 books
wrapped in everything eco-friendly, which I think is so awesome because, you know,
books already waste so much paper and kill so many trees. Let's check out the first book in this box. We have Gated by Amy Christine Parker. 17-year-old Lila doesn't trust the charismatic leader of her isolated suburban community when he is told that the end of the world is near. When it arrives, they all must be ready and defend themselves against the unchosen. That sounds more like science fiction and like dystopian than it does a psychological thriller.
The blurb kind of throws me off,
but at least we know that it's about defending the homeland.
The homestead.
Okay, so we have the second book that comes in the box. I'm excited to see what it is. Is it another science fiction dystopia thing, or is it another genre? We have Pirate Cinema by Cory Doctorow. This one's science fiction and it's about this guy who likes to make movies from like clips he's stolen off the internet, but this is like a huge violation, especially in the future where he's from, and so your entire household is cut off from internet if you break these violations.
I'm pretty sure he does this.
I really feel like this is what our society is going towards because I mean, like, look at YouTube copyright.
If you take someone else's stuff,
you are getting striked for it. So the next box I have is from Penguin. The More You See, the Less You Know. City of Saints and Thieves by Natalie C. Anderson. This is like a book subscription box, Penguin. What? I'm very excited to see what's in here. Well, we obviously know that it's probably gonna be
a book and a book that's on the box.
Whoa! This is awesome! Tina knows who killed her mother.
She has proof. Oh my god, guys, this takes place in Kenya. That's so awesome, and it's out on January 24th, 2017.
In the new year, be on the lookout for this book, and there's a timer. I don't know what I'd be timing, but I have a timer now. And then here's the book. Oh my god. This is a murder mystery, obviously, and it takes place in Kenya, like I already said. Like, I love books that are taken place in like different worlds and different countries and different places because then you get a different cultural experience, and so I feel like you're gonna get that here because
Congo.
And it's supposed to be the girl with the dragon tattoo and Gone Girl combined. Epic! When you combine Gone Girl with anything, you got epicness. That was my little Christmas holiday unboxing. I'm really in the holiday mood right now. I really satisfied that holiday moodness with all the bookish presents. Winter break has got me reading like I'm reading so much right now and I love it, and God, all the excitement. Be sure to check out BookOutlet.com, my vlogger friend page on BookOutlet, as well as the Boxing Day sale. And also check out And the Story Begins because they're so awesome and cute. Also in the new year, be sure to be on the lookout for City of Saints and Thieves because it's gonna be an awesome adventure. Be sure to subscribe to this channel. Also subscribe to my vlog channel. Follow me on all my social medias. I have Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, Snapchat, Goodreads, all the things down below. And also be sure to check out audible.com/lovingnumbook. Get yourself a free audiobook and a 30-day trial. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you'd like to do more, please subscribe to my channel. My name's Grace. I'll see you in another video. Bye! Hey, thanks for joining me in my awesome video, right? So yeah, really, if you actually like this video, I really recommend you subscribe, like right here. And also you can check out my vlog channel right here. You can also check out my last video right here. I kind of made it a long time ago, but that's okay, right? I mean, just check it out anyways. Be sure to stay awesome, keep on drinking tea. Have a nice day, happy holidays! Be sure to comment below your favorite reads, books that you want me to read, and also your video requests. I'm always open to those.